Welcome back to the channel. My name is Sel and I make videos about adult coloring and art. I completed some pages for August and September. So I'm going to show you both the August and September pages because the August ones I started but then finished them by September. I wasn't able to finish much in August because I had a lot of medical things going on and I had to recover from them before I could go back into coloring. And there were a lot of days when I really tried to get up and color, but it just wasn't in me yet. And so my experience taught me that you just have to be patient with yourself. If that ever happens to you, when you just don't feel like coloring for no reason at all, don't force yourself, because when you do, you're just gonna end up not liking what you do. And then coloring becomes this thing that you have to do instead of this thing that you love to do. So don't make it like that. You don't have to rush things just to be able to have some finished pages to show at the end of the month. It's okay. Anyway, let's dive in. The first book is Mania. This is Mania 2 by Gabby Wolf. Every month I work a couple of pages on this book because this is one of my project books that I decided last month because I don't want to see any more pages from this book again next year. So I want to finish this book this year. And I worked on just, I think, one page completed. But boy, it took me a long time. Yeah, it's this page. It took me so long because I had a vision and then I made a mistake of working on this when I wasn't 100%. In the beginning, I used just Neocolors for everything, Neocolors 2, and then somehow elements weren't popping the way they should, and it's so streaky. I tried to color the entire background with Neocolors 2 as well, and that was a disaster. It was so streaky. I didn't like it. I didn't like the page at all, and I was just stuck. I spent most of the time remedying what I had already done. So first I went in with Neocolors 2 for the central part, except for the bunny and the telescope, and then on the outside, and then the leaves and the mushroom, and also the background with Neocolors 2. And then I corrected everything with gouache. So for the the background is using hemi gouache because I didn't want to waste good gouache on the background. It's such a large background. But for the glow part, this is Holbein gouache because only Holbein high quality gouache can give you this vibrancy. And then for the stars, this is using white ink, and I put it on a toothbrush, and I just scrape the toothbrush with my finger to let it scatter around. And I made sure to not let the ink go into the middle part of the circle. And I'm actually proud of this. Sometimes the pages that didn't come out right, and then you tried so hard to fix it, the pages that have a story, the pages that you really worked hard on to make it look all right, those are the ones that end up being your favorite. I posted this last night and Gabby Wolf actually liked it and reposted it, so yay! Gabby Wolf Mania 2. The next one is a buddy color. I joined a group with Christina's Art Corner, Candice, etc., Happy Catastrophe, etc., and we worked on this page. This one, yeah, I started it in August. It's supposed to be done in August as well, and I finished this just a few days before August ended. And I just rushed to finish this because I was the last one to finish, and I didn't want to hold everyone back because they were gonna show off the finished pages at the end of August. So I felt bad about that I had to rush things, but then that's what happens when you join a buddy color. You have a deadline. and that's why I'm realizing that maybe 1 or 2 body colors a month is my limit, because I absolutely cannot abide by deadlines at this time because of my health. But it's not my favorite page ever, my favorite work, but it's all right. I went for very spring colors, kept it light, and I even went away from, or veered away from Kenoko Agusa's, no, not Kenoko Agusa, from Toshiyuki Fukuda's style, and did my own colors. If it was up to him, it would be like probably this color palette. But yeah, so for the picnic mat, for example, I did that my own. It's like a strawberry pattern quilt picnic mat. And then I used Himi gouache for most of it, and then yeah, it was Himi gouache. The paper is excellent because there's no buckling at all. You wouldn't know that I used water medium. But then I used Himi gouache, like watercolor in this case, very small amount of paint and a lot of water, just to lighten up the colors, and that's why the colors aren't as intense. But I'm really admiring how the paper handled the water. But you can see here that this is too much water. I kept lifting the colors and then reapplying, and that's what happens to the paper when it dried. It's not pretty, and you can also see that some parts of the lines are kind of blurred because of the lifting of the color from the paper. So I damaged the paper here somewhere. So this spread will not be the one that I'm the most proud of, but I'm determined to be better for our second body color, our next body color, the one that's due on October, because we're giving ourselves 2 months to finish that one. Woodland Kingdom, Toshiyuki Fukuda. Next is A Million Magical Creatures. Again, this is my monthly project book. I work on a couple of pages a month on this book just to finish it. I counted and I'm surprised that I still have 40 pages to color on this book. Is this one. This is a body color on Reddit. We have a group, and the theme for the month of August was moon. So anything with moon, and this is the page that I chose. I colored this using gel crayons that I haven't used before, so I'll show you. I put it in this case, so they look like this. They're kids gel crayons, but this time they're skinnier, so I'm able to manage the small details using these crayons, and they work great. They're water soluble, so I can use water to spread out the colors, but not that much. Just enough to blend like this. It's really pretty handy. And then what else did I use for this? I think I also used gouache, maybe, just to smooth out some areas and to cover the black lines, and some gold pen to color the drums and some of the thorns. Sorry, I meant horns. This is another one that I finished in... Oh, I forgot to mention that I worked on this on the plane, and it was nice. It's the first time I ever colored on an airplane. I couldn't put the colors, the crayons on the table. The table was so small. and I was always dropping a crayon all over the place, and it was I won't do that again. And then I worked on this one. I used colored pencils, I believe Prismacolors, and I wanted to try I'm not sure what method this is. It's similar to pointillism, just vertical lines to color this entire page. I feel like that made it go fast, but I'm not sure if I like the end result. But I'm glad that I tried it because it's been on my mind to try it. And at first, I wanted to try it with the fine tip point of my markers, but I realized that I don't have enough colors to be able to complete a page. Yeah, what do you think? Do you like it? Do you like this type of technique? It's definitely fast. Yeah, that is my first try with this technique. At this point, I'm a bit tired of the pink, purple, blue, yellow color combination. I think I've overused that in this book just because it's magical. So from this point on, I'm not going to use that color combination anymore. I'll try to be more creative and go out of my comfort zone. And the last page that I did is this one. Again, this is using the for the jellyfish, it's using the crayons, and then the rest is hemi gouache, and then white pen to make the bubbles and conceal the black lines, and then water-based markers to color the outlines. Yeah, very fast, simple, easy coloring. I'm sorry, were you able to see it full frame? I'm sorry, I wasn't looking at the camera. So this is the full page, and this is the full page of that other one. Yeah, just in case it was too close up before. So yeah, those are my page from Lulu Mayo. And then I did a page on Mythographic Shangri-La, and I did this one. This one is using acrylic markers. At first I didn't know what I was doing, but I slowly developed an idea in my head how to proceed, and I did it slowly, but the acrylic markers made it fast, so this only took a couple of hours, and I used my finger to blend out the acrylic markers. And I have to say that I like using acrylic markers, although the ones that I got, they are the Enmi acrylic markers. They're not as opaque, because if you can see, you can still see the black lines behind the paint. And there were some flowers, plants growing somewhere that I covered also with acrylic marker. Yeah, that is my page, and I did this early September. Yeah, so I want to learn more about using acrylic markers. The thing that I don't like right now is how shaky my lines are, because sometimes I'm not sure where the paint should go or if I'm doing it right, or so the stroke is uncertain, and you can see it. I think what I want to learn is how to make it blend more smoothly, because I know you can do that with acrylic markers. I just haven't learned it here. It's my first full page just using acrylic markers, so hoping that I can learn more. Next is Matchstick Mouse. Yeah, this one. I did this one using Neocolors 2. Only Neocolors 2. That was a relaxing page to color, but nothing special. Yeah, I think that's it. That's the only thing I finished in this book. I do have a whip, so this one is my whip. I didn't finish it. The book that I want to show you is the one that I wasn't able to show in July, but I did it in July, but I forgot to show you, so I just wanted to show you. Okay, so I finished this in July, and this is a double page spread. It's a farmer's market, or a market somewhere in Europe, and I used the iCrayon Europe set and some Neocolors for Neocolors 2 for the greens, the trees, and Holbein gouache, and colored pencils. Those were my mediums for this spread, and I quite like it. This is one of my favorite pages for this year, definitely. And I do have a video of how I colored this on the channel, and I will link it in the description below. So I left the branches on the trees and the leaves, the original coloring of the original owner of this book, because I got this secondhand, and she had colored this some parts, not all. She didn't finish it, so I finished it for her. And she got this in 2016. Yeah, this is her coloring too. I like her. I like whoever she is. She has interesting color choices, and I think she would have approved of this, don't you think? That's it. Those are all my completed pages for August and some September. Obviously, September is still ongoing, so I still have a lot of plans for September, and I can't wait to be able to color in those books and pages and show you at the end of the month again. I think I will be more productive this month because I'm feeling better than last month, definitely, and I'm more optimistic than ever, and I'm feeling great. So thank you very much for your kind comments on my last videos. I really enjoyed reading them, and it was so encouraging that you like my coloring, and I love watching all of your videos. I watch all the colorists' videos, and I'm so happy to be in this community. Thank you, and have a great day, and see you in the next video. Please comment on what you think about the completed pages, and what did you think about this video. Thank you, and bye.